Hello, family. Welcome back to the retreat. I'm Terry. Now, I've been promising to try to update you more often. Kind of failed on that. If I'm honest, my schedule has been, well, not really wonky, but not necessarily as conducive to making videos on the regular schedule that I want to. Typically, well, like right now, it is 10:28 p.m. here in Merida. I typically take clients up until about 10 p.m. my time, and I haven't been very good about finding time during the day to schedule videos to film. So tonight, I decided as soon as I finished up with my last client that I would hop on here. So I'm going to be rambling a little bit. But I thought it was better for me to show up and get into that pattern. All right. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So there are a few things I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to give you a little bit of uplift. I'm not going to give you, well, as many updates about what's going on in Merida right now, because to be honest, here recently, I have just been working a lot at home. I work from home. I take clients all day. It's distance reiki and then empathetic listening. So lots of clients all day long. So I haven't been out and about as much as I normally am. If you've been following me anytime and saw my old videos, I'm usually out. It's out at the park, out at Paseo de Montejo, out at Palazzo de Musica. I'm out. But recently I've just been at home, and if I'm honest, I felt like I don't want to see nothing from me at home. I don't care what I'm doing at home. But y'all gonna care about what I'm doing at home. Okay. I'm gonna make you care about what I'm doing at home. So here it is. But something that came up to me, it was either as I was going to sleep last night or as I was waking up this morning, sometime in between that period. Something that came to me was this idea of chasing dreams. And I thought about people that I know that are magnificent, right? They are magnificent, so creative, so wonderful, so beautiful of spirit, just beautiful people on the inside and outside. And one would expect that people of such magnificence would be so successful in whatever it is that they wanted to do. But I have seen in my personal experience and then also anecdotally that sometimes these people don't attain what we would expect for them, or more importantly, what they expect for themselves. And what I want to offer to you is energetically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, we have to be very, very careful with what we say. Um, it often directs what our outcomes are. And if that's not a part of your belief system, that's fine. You don't have to believe, you don't have to. But I'm going to share it anyway. And if this is what you rock with, if this is what you resonate with, stay tuned, because here's where we are. Often, and I think this is a norm for us, especially if you are American. I don't know if Canadians do this, but if you're American, we often talk about chasing our dreams. You gotta chase, you gotta chase, you gotta chase, you gotta chase your dreams. And that energetically sends out a signal that your dreams are always over there and you're after them, right? You're like the freaking Wile E. Coyote after the Roadrunner, chasing, chasing, chasing. And it's always somewhere out beyond your reach. Maybe you might make it, maybe you might not, but we've energetically set up this belief for ourselves and also for the universe that our intention isn't necessarily to attain our dream, to have this bit of success that we want, but instead to just keep chasing it. And so the universe gives us that. The universe provides that. We set that energy, that tone. Y'all don't have to forgive me because it's hot. It's hot here in Merida. Even at 10:30, it's hot. And I don't have my windows open because I wanted to be quiet as I'm recording for you. And I don't have my fan on. So I'm warm, so I'm going to fan. So it is what it is. Forgive me. But in any case, if we can change our speech first, and that helps to change a pattern in our brains and our thinking that no, I'm not chasing my dreams. I am moving to my dreams. I am even better. I am living my dreams. I am living my dreams. Even if it feels like right now you aren't, but your act of doing whatever work that you need to do in the tangible, the range in this world of the tangible, the real stuff, the stuff that you actually do. Like if you are an artist, you're working on your, and whatever type of artist you are, whether it's a visual artist or you know you're a painter, you're a sculptor, you're working on that craft and getting it to where it's created and then it can be seen and then it has a life outside of you. If you are a writer, you're writing. If you are a dancer, you're working on your choreography, you're dancing, you're doing the things. If you're an actor, you are running your lines, you are learning parts, you are ready, you're getting your demo reels ready, whatever. But you are living your dreams, even if you haven't quite reached that pinnacle of what you deem as success. But start speaking that, I'm living my dreams, I'm living my dreams, I'm living my dreams, I'm living my dreams, so that you're sending that out to the universe and the universe can mirror that back to you and give you what it is that is your pinpoint of success, whatever that might be. And also something, and I'll say this a lot, I hope I say it almost every time I come to you and speak. We really have to be conscious of comparing ourselves to others. I know this is something that I had struggled with. I think I'm doing much better now. I think I don't do that now. Maybe I might do it tomorrow, but I didn't do it today. Comparing ourselves to others. There is someone who is very wise at some point in time, and it gets recycled, but that said that, comparison is the thief of joy. And this is so true. Make sure that you're not comparing yourself to anyone else, because truly we are all freaking unicorns, okay? We're freaking unicorns. Each and every one of us are uniquely blended and crafted, that you've got something down in you that no one else has. Your own special secret sauce that makes you you. You are the niche, right? You are the thing. You are the person. No one's ever going to get another you. What you do is special. And so your path is your own. So don't ever feel like, oh, I'm behind, and Jenny got this over here, and Barbara has that over there, and I'm back here. Don't worry about that, because you are on your own unique path, and you will get to where you need to be, where you desire to be at your own unique time. And enjoy that. And enjoy that. And also make sure that as you're enjoying it, I hope you are, that you're allowing yourself to live in the moments. We're often, instead of being right here in this present, we're either back in the past, worrying about and regretting what we didn't do quite right. Oh, I should have. Don't do that, okay? It's a waste of energy, it's a waste of time. And I tell you, I used to wait for that little blue box to show up, and Doctor Who ain't coming, okay? I've been waiting, he ain't coming, he hasn't shown up. Disappointment, boo. So until he does, and it seems like he ain't gonna come, there's nothing we can do about the past. except learn from it, and if we made some missteps, some mistakes, there was some faux pas, some lapses in judgment, learn, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. He was a bad idea. Oh, but no, going forward, you won't do that again. Okay? You won't do that again. Whatever that was, you've learned from it, you've integrated it into yourself and moved forward, and now you can make better choices, better decisions in whatever way, in your business, in your career, in your choices of how you spend your wealth, who you decide to mate with, all of that, you can make better choices. But also, don't only look over there to the future. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. No, be happy now. Be happy now. Um, I was gonna say we're not guaranteed. I plan to live as long as I can. Okay, me. I know. Remember? I don't know if some of y'all remember the show, The Highlander. Y'all remember that show? Some of y'all. If you are, of a certain age like I am, you remember the show, The Highlander. Love that show. Has some of the best music. Best music. Queen did a lot of the soundtrack of The Highlander, both the film and the TV series. Whatever. The thing is, there was a song there. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? And I do. Me. I would love to. Yeah. Would love to live forever. And I'm getting off on a tangent to say, because I don't want to say, because I'm careful about how I speak. But because we all have an indeterminate amount of life, let's say it that way, we want to make the most of the life that we have, okay? Enjoy your life. Even the stupid, simple, basic things. There's a thing that's very popular now. It's very on trend to say romanticize your life. And that is the stuff. Yes, do. Romanticize your life. How you make your coffee tea in the morning. How you season your grits. Or if you're eating oatmeal to be healthy. Whatever you're doing, make it special. Make it fancy. Enjoy it, right? Enjoy the you that you are now. Each and every day we're changing. We're getting older. We're getting hope, maybe, kind of, maybe wiser. We're having new experiences. The you that you are in this moment, you won't be in the next moment. So enjoy you now. Allow yourself to laugh. Be comfortable with who you are. Don't allow yourself to be like, when I lose this weight, or when I gain this muscle, or no, enjoy now. Enjoy now. And then when you get to those places, when you've achieved, accomplished, done what you want to do, you can enjoy then too. That's what's great. But don't let yourself get in this loop of regretting what's back then and only feeling like you can have joy out there and missing what's happening right now. So bring yourself into the present to enjoy. Okay? What else did I want to share with you? What else did I want to tell you? What's going on? What's special? Those things are special, right? Make sure you're taking care of your health. That's very important. There's been, in this past week or so, several famous people that passed away that were, in particular, one of them that was, I don't want to say he was special to me, but what really hurt about it a lot was he was someone that was very special to my mother. My mother passed away several years ago. Those of you that know my story know that she passed away. After she did, that's when I and my daughter and our cats left home and moved to Merida. And she was a wonderful, vibrant, full of sunshine, life, everything woman. And when she was younger, she was in karate. Teeny tiny little thing that she was in karate. And anyway, as she grew up and went through life, she had a few favorite like karate heroes. And one of them that was very dear to her heart was Chuck Norris. Ooh, my mama loves some Chuck Norris. She loved him. And she spread that love into us. We used to, oh my God, we used to watch Walker Texas Ranger. And before Walker Texas Ranger, there was a film that he was in where he also portrayed a Texas Ranger. And for some reason, the name of that film is I'm blanking. I can't tell you the name of the film, but I can see it in my mind. It was one of my favorites as well. Ooh, if you remember that film, if you know the name, please put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments. But he had this really bad arsed truck, right? You remember the scene? Well, anyway, I'm getting off track. Okay, if you don't know that Chuck Norris film, go somebody put in the comments, and then everybody go find it. Maybe we'll have a watch night where we're to get together and we'll watch this film together. It's a really great film. But he passed away recently. Chuck Norris, in this past week, he passed away. Oh my God. I saw that and it brought up all of this hurt for me, this hurt and this pain. Not only because it's passing, and it's like, oh no, not Chuck. My mother used to call him my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother, Chuck. He's my brother. But it brought up that it renewed that hurt and that missing of her, this beautiful, beautiful, radiant light that she was. So I say all of that to say, please take care of your health. Okay, your health is the most important thing. And I know oftentimes we might neglect our health because of a need. You know what it is? We will neglect our health because we are in a loop of survival, right? And so we're so focused on surviving, which means we got to work, got to get this money in here, got to get this bag, got to. And so we do things that aren't healthy for us, eating things that are unhealthy, not getting enough exercise, not getting enough sunlight, not getting enough sleep, all of this. So I'm just taking a moment to remind you, please, please, please take care of yourself, okay? Do all you can to take care of yourself. And there's so many ways to do so that are, and I know sometimes it can be expensive to be healthy. Unfortunately, it can cost to be healthy. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to spend money on things that are for your health, right? You spend money on what you want to, but make sure some of it is towards your health, right? And there are ways that we can adjust our health, that if we adapt certain things, maybe it won't be so costly. Herbalism. Herbalism is a thing. I am very much a fairy type person. I'm such a fairy, right? And I mean a fairy, right? And so I love plants and I love herbs, and they really are magic. Okay? Magic. Magic is real. Okay? Believe if you want to or don't, but magic is real, and it's in the herbs and the earth and the nature and all of these things around us. And it can really help you. You can fix stuff with these herbs. Something that is so interesting to me, and it's funny the way the universe works. I'll tell you this little kind of like a story. Years ago, and I say years ago because I haven't done this recently, and not to as high a degree. I really haven't done this in years, since we've been in Merida. But back home, we're from Weir. I'm saying Weir. It's funny I'm saying Weir because, again, those of you that know that originally I was here with me and my daughter and our two cats. And in recent months, my daughter went off to college, which is back home with a lot of y'all, and months before that, our cats passed away. So really, when I'm saying we, it's just me right now, just me. But in any case, years ago, before we came to Mérida, and before my mother got ill, on my birthday, I would always go off by myself somewhere, just go off by myself. Because something my mama taught me, and I live by this till to this day, is on your birthday, you can do whatever the heck you want. What you want, nobody else, right? And I found, and maybe it's because I'm Southern, and there's a certain amount of politeness. I'm Southern and I'm black, and we got this politeness that's kind of built into us, right? This kind of acquiescence to other people's needs and stuff, that I found that if I was around people on my birthday, even the people that loved me and I loved, I couldn't really do just what I wanted to do because I was kind of worried about their needs and pleasing them. So I started just going off by myself. Ooh, do this. If you don't do, if you're somebody like me that enjoys your time, go off by yourself on your birthday and do whatever you want to. And I would go off, and my family wasn't with it. Okay, they wasn't with the shenanigans. What I used to do, because I used to like to go and stay in a hostel somewhere. All right, and we are Southern people. Okay, my family, we Southern and we black, and they did not find it cute that I wanted to stay in a hostel. All we knew about my family was you go to a hostel, you get murdered. Okay, hostel is for murdering. Hostel is for horror movies. Hostel is not the way that we go travel, except me. Okay, the oddball black sheep weirdo that I am, I would go off to hostel. So there was one in South Carolina that I loved. It was called, was it? Ah, yes, if I think I'm remembering this right, because there's one in South Carolina and then there's one in St. Augustine. I think I'm remembering the name of the one in South Carolina correctly. So forgive me, hostel in South Carolina, if I'm about to misname you. But I believe it was called the Not So Hostel. Get it? Isn't that cute? The Not So Hostel. So this one particular birthday, I went there. I stayed at the hostel, and then during my day, because I would usually go for a weekend for my birthday, right? You know, my birthday fell on, say, a Friday, so it's a weekend birthday, so I go off and stay. So this particular birthday, and I was in Charleston, South Carolina. I went wandering down, I believe that street that's very much like the River Street in Savannah. It's more like Broughton, but the feel is more like River Street. But anyway, I think it's called King Street. But anyway, I was wandering there and wandered into this French cafe to have a little bit of brunch by myself, feeling very fancy for my birthday. It was so lovely. And the person there who was also she was the owner, and she was working and she was serving, and I had like some sort of croissant something, and then she served me something that was lovely that I had never had before. I can't remember which birthday this was, all right, but I had never had it before. It was hibiscus tea. Ooh, it was the most delicious thing I ever had. It was so vibrant red and sweet and delicious. And I asked her, what is this fantastic concoction that you have served me? What is this? And she's like, oh, it's hibiscus tea. I don't make it, but a little lady that lives here, she makes it and brings it into me. And I was like, what's fantastic. I love this. I love this. And I drank so much hibiscus tea. And then I ordered more. Now, here's what's interesting. The proprietor of this French cafe was a tiny little brown-haired white lady, right? Now, I did not know at this time who the woman was bringing the tea, who was making it, bringing it. I didn't know. I could not know. I did not know. And it was a French cafe. I thought it was maybe some French thing. But I got back home after my trip, you know, loving everything that went on in my trip, but remembering this tea. Now, in Savannah has a lovely mix of different cultures there that open up restaurants and you can try their fares. One of them that is fantastic to, why am I talking like that now? I'm not sure why I'm some kind of British or French or something like that. But anyway, Jamaican restaurant, can't remember which one now. Ooh, I can't remember which one. But I ordered from them something called sorrel. Sorrel! Who knew? And if you're Jamaican or Jamaican American, you knew, right? You knew. Sorrel is the same thing as hibiscus. Matter of fact, she didn't call it hibiscus tea. She called it hibiscus punch. Yeah, hibiscus punch, right? Hibiscus punch. I guess like this is the same. This is the same. And I started digging. Now, several years later, I moved to Merida. And do you know what they drink here all day, a day? Any restaurant that you order from, any restaurant that you go to, they're going to serve Jamaica. Jamaica is spelled like Jamaica. Here, pronounce Jamaica because they don't pronounce the J. Jamaica, right? Same thing. All right. Same thing. Matter of fact, if you come here to visit and you go to a restaurant and they're not serving Jamaica, leave. Leave because there's something wrong with that restaurant. Just get up and go. Check the menu. Ask them, you don't have Jamaica? No. Get up, get your stuff, leave. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. But in any case, all of these, same, different names, different places, same drink. Where am I going with this? I was telling you about your health, right? Bam. I was telling you about the herbs, right? Bam. Do you know what hibiscus, sorrel, jamaica, what it's great for? It is fantastic for your cardiovascular system. Great for lowering blood pressure, great for heart health, also good for regulating your blood sugar. Something you'll find with herbs and fruits and vegetables, this is a beautiful thing, is that oftentimes the color will be like an indication of what it will be good for you, for your health. And so with Jamaica, it's this very, very beautiful, rich, rich, rich red color. So beautiful, so pretty. And it's very, very good, again, for that cardiovascular system. And so that's my story about how the universe is interesting. How years ago, how would I have known that that particular herb would be so like integral into my life? I drink so much Jamaica every day. When I moved here, I had high blood pressure. It runs in my family, and I had particularly high blood pressure. I might just be tuned that way or whatever. So they hit me on medications or whatever like that. But I've been, using herbalism to regulate and to kind of biohack, to holistically biohack myself to get to a healthier level. So again, I got off onto a tangent, but I hope you enjoyed it, to let you know, please take care of yourself. And you can, if you're not already doing this, and you might already be doing this, good for you. Mwah, good for you. But integrate healthy herbs into your regimen. Integrate, make sure you're doing your exercise, and find something that you like, that you like. If you like it, you'll do it. You like it, you do it. Okay. A few things that can help you with this. Gotta, let you know. Check out my website. I do have some herbs listed there. If you've got a herbalist in town, that's great. That's to the power. But if you don't know exactly what to get, what you should do, I've got some herbs on my website. And I also can put together like a biohacking protocol for you. Check my website out. I do that for you. It is blacklionbotanicals.com. Also, if you would like some energy work done, I do distance Reiki. I love it. I love it so much. I love so much what Reiki does for my clients. I love what it does for me. One of my own testimonials. And of course, I'm not a doctor, and, I'm not telling you to use Reiki to replace your doctor or anything like that. Still, do your doctor appointments and everything. But for me, I've always been someone, I've had janky knees all my life. My alignment is off. If you were to know me when I was young, I used to wear those special shoes. If you saw the movie Forrest Gump, he had those special shoes. I used to have to wear those special shoes. And my alignment was off when I was a little girl. The doctors wanted to break my legs and realign them so they'll be lined correctly. My mom was like, "You're not breaking my baby's legs." And so I still have those flicked legs with the knees. Very, very knock knee. But anyway, crunchy, not good. I ain't got Megan's knees, okay? I got Terry's knees, and they crotchety. Got a lot of crepitus in them. But anyway, I did some self Reiki on myself. What is wonderful about Reiki? I'm about to get up. What's wonderful about Reiki is you don't have to believe. Okay, you don't have to believe. Energy is a thing. You don't have to believe. I love things when you don't have to believe and then you see results. Like, whoa, what is this? So the like my testimony is like doing the Reiki on myself because my knees were giving me such grief. And then I got up one day and I'm like, what? And I was able to get up and down in a way that I hadn't been able to get up and down in several. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. Like if I didn't believe before, somebody else didn't do this. I did this. I did this. Calling in that energy. I can do it. I can do it. And anyway, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I get very excited about stuff that actually works. So I say all that to say, if you would like distance Reiki, that is at my website as well, blacklionbotanicals.com. You can book a session and I would love to send you the energy, help you heal whatever you need the energy for. The energy is intelligent, but you can let me know specifically what you would like to work on. And right now, yes, right now. I did that because I'm not sure when I'm going to post a video. I'm going to try to get it posted tonight. It is late, but I'm awake. Let's get it done, right? So tomorrow, or whenever you see this, hopefully you'll see it tomorrow, which is Friday, is the last day of my bump sale. And so I've got a new moon in Aries healing bundle that's available. The last I checked, it was on sale for $22, but with a bump sale, every purchase pushes it up, so it's a little bit more expensive for the next person. So get yours now. Get yours now. Get yours now. It's very cool. You'll get 3 distance Reiki sessions. You'll also get a manifestation journal, wonderful manifestation journal that I created for you. I think you'll really love that. That'll come right to your inbox. Sent right to your inbox. You can print it. It's digital. You can print it or you can do it online, whatever you like. And you will also get a personalized affirmation, one that I will create just for you. You let me know what your issue is at the moment, what you want to work on, and I'll create an affirmation for you and send that also to your inbox. So if that sounds like it's right up your alley, this is a great way to experience distance Reiki if you haven't before. Or if you have and you're like, I just want to try out a new practitioner, try me. I would be honored to take care of you. But either way, check out blacklionbotanicals.com. I'm sure there's something there that can help you on your healing journey. Thank you for this time with me. If you have not already, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the things. If you are the person that remembers the Chuck Norris movie, pop it down there. If you've got questions about Mérida, I'm going to be doing more Mérida videos. Okay, I will actually take myself out and go do some more in Mérida videos, especially, I almost forgot, especially while I'm still here, because for those of you that saw my last video, I am planning to leave this fantastic place and go to another fantastic place. I'm planning to move to Da Nang, Vietnam, and I'm going to host a retreat there. Very excited about it. Very excited about it. It's my first retreat that I'm going to be hosting. We'll be doing Reiki and affirmations and sound healing and all of the things. And I'd be so excited to have you there. So if that sounds like your jam, you'll see that on my website as well. But I'm so happy that I can be here with you, share some good energy, share some good vibes. Check out the other videos. There's some where I've got some Reiki videos that are posted. I will post more. There are different intentions there. There's some videos up where you can see a bit about Mérida, the ones that I've posted. But if you've got questions or there's something in particular you would like to see, put it down in the comments. And until next time, take care and thank you for joining me in the retreat.